This is Neil Ratner Rock Doc here on WDST Radio Woodstock with another episode of This Week in Rock with support from Transcend Dental and my friend, the amazing dentist and rock star Bruce Milner. Visit Transcend Dental, his office at 2 Maverick Road on the corner of Maverick Road and Route 375. On December 14th, 1979, The Clash released the album London Calling. Bridging a traditional punk rock sound and a new wave aesthetic, the album reflects the band's growing interest in styles beyond their punk roots, which included reggae, New Orleans R&B, pop, lounge jazz, and hard rock. Number 16 on Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time, London Calling also had one of 10 classic British album covers, which were commemorated on a UK postage stamp. Manager, designer, producer, and songwriter Bernie Rhodes was instrumental in the Clash's formation in 1976. Mick Jones was wearing one of Rhodes' wake-up t-shirts when he approached Rhodes after a Sex Pistols gig, thinking he was a keyboard player. They began talking, and the relationship was the starting point for what would eventually become The Clash. Band member Joe Strummer called Rhodes his mentor and credited him for knowing how to gain recognition, while Paul Simonon said Rhodes essentially created the punk scene. However, by the summer of 1979, as Joe Strummer relates, Rhodes was out as manager and it was time to record their next album.
London Calling was a result of Bernie being banished. I think him and Mick had an argument. And so Mick got in these guys, Blackhill, who did Ian Dury and the Blockheads. Anyway, but it kind of, all of a sudden we were on our own. As if like Daddy had gone away. And so somehow we knuckled down. And every day for 5 months we just rehearsed and wrote. And then recorded it at the end of that period, and there it was. But we didn't think we'd done anything brilliant. For somehow the Americans took to us. Like we hadn't done that many gigs really, but we'd done a bit of foot slogging around like Cleveland or whatever. But by that time, I think London Calling really opened up because a lot of Americans at that time were going, hey, what is this punk rock?
The title, London Calling, alludes to the BBC World Service's station identification of This is London Calling, which was used during World War II. And Joe Strummer's lyrics to the song London Calling were written to reflect the concern he felt about world events. According to Strummer, we felt we were struggling, about to slip down a slope or something, grasping with our fingernails, and there was no one there to help us. Okay, let's listen. From the album of the same name, The Clash and London Calling.